Wins are hard to come by in a college football season, and they should be cherished and prized, particularly when you get win number 6 and become bowl eligible. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas State's offense will have the football first. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Got it in the middle, it's Evans. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll try the run. Look out, he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense that can do a lot of things. And if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
They'll ride the hot hand. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Oh, he makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most. There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Bobcats are moving quickly down the field.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Bobcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles.
Back to throw, it's Duggar.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll do it himself. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on first down. That pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Looking left. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? With the catch, it's Terry.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
Looking to throw on third. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Pryor. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back who caught the swing pass there on the right perimeter.
So now it's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Pryor. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They march 72 yards. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Washington State sends out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. To the air, it's Duggar. Flips it out in the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Woods. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the move. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. He's looking to pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Are forced to settle for 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, Ole Miss and LSU have battled to the final whistle. Here's a quick breakdown. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Terry.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Caught over the middle. It's Evans. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Trying play action. Caught near the sticks. It's Terry. The offense will quickly use a timeout. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, not willing to invite disaster, the offense takes a knee, and they'll go to the break trailing. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the fellas on the Palouse at Martin Stadium.
Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Turning it on! Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move. And some room to work. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down, now here they come again. Takes the handoff, it's Woods. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on 3rd. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Washington State ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Washington State will have to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. To the air on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Spins away from the defense. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Red pass hits complete. Breaks into the open. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bobcats back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides the back on the option, the give. Got the 1st down, looking for more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the timing just a hair off. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Touchdown, Texas State! And the pummeling has started.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team, led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin, would just steamroll teams. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Got him downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Finley. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. To the air, it's Duggar. And they can't make the connection on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the gun. Hauls it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred. That brings up third down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Going right to work up top. Got it behind the line. It's Pryor. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes one man miss. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Snagged in the middle, it's locked. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
35-yard line. And first down for the offense.
They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Handoff from the gun. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's Woods. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Duggar. He's got the tight end. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's got it down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making...
There he goes! And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. He'll keep it himself. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Pryor. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. He'll try it again. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
37-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some